Heard you got deported, dude. Bye.
Like, these are the people, the same department that did a Pokemon mashup. Like, right? Like, come on. At a certain point, I mean, if you're going to be afforded that, and I think Theo Vaughn should, then you also should give them that grace. Pokemon. In case you don't remember, yesterday we showed you this ad from DHS using the Pokemon theme song. Here's a shortened one, but it's a banger.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
It's still funny. It's right up there with MASH finale.
It is.
It's close.
So, of course, there were cries right away for the Pokemon Company and Nintendo to sue DHS and Pokemon and Nintendo. They have yet to address it. I don't think the Japanese are getting right on that.
That's a proper response.
Yeah, they're usually pretty busy. Like, no time for the bullshit. Must just make more game.
And eat the sushi.
Sound like a good idea. Now coming to Game Boy, Pokemon Black.
What?
Wait. Huh?
Pokemon, they had, I don't want to explain it, but they had like Pokemon Red and Blue as the originals, then they had Pokemon Yellow, then Gold and Silver and Bronze. They had different, like, they used to label their games by colors.
Oh.
I just don't understand is it a racist reference or is it a Black Pill reference?
I don't know, I just came up with it on the spot and I came up with a color that I knew they didn't already do, but I might be wrong, they might have done a Pokemon Black, I'm not sure.
They might have been. Someone's like, oh yes, you must break into American urban market. Do Pokemon Gold Spinner Chain.
Pokemon go through the hood?
You just plug the cartridge in the back of your Game Boy.
Yes, little black boy, like very much.
They already have a Pokemon named Blow.
It already exists.
Oh, jeez.
That's why.
See?
They already did it. They beat you to it. The Japanese are very industrious people until they jump out of high rise.
Advertising. Nice job.
You made a joke about something already exists. You send yourself to suicide forest.
Oh, you're not my family.
You bring a greater shame.
The Suicide Force, there's a documentary where a guy goes in to try to stop. I talked about this.
He doesn't really do anything.
He doesn't do anything. It's like a guy in a pup tent who's clearly like, it's like a guy in a pup tent with a rope. He's like,
hey, maybe I don't do this. And the guy's like, thank you, I'm going to do. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry for butter.
I'm the rope salesman right outside of Suicide Forest. Like, that rope's not going to hold. You want this rope.
You sell like glow ropes, like those necklaces at a drive-in movie.
Go out in style with this rope.
All right.
It's the last thing they'll ever see around your neck. Make sure it's nice.
So,
Go with a neon so your family can find you.
Air tags are extra. See, I can laugh about that.
you just see a bunch of guy with nooses that couldn't handle the structural weight that are neon and cotton candy. Like,
Oh, very good confection stand. Very good.
Joke's on them. I'm going and getting the rope back after they're done and reselling it. So.
Pecan with the cinnamon. No, I never have.
Use a Twizzler. That way you can die with a snack.
Oh, you asshole! You use the pure and peel, Twizzler.
they still make those pull and peel?
Pull and peel would probably have a better,
it's a braid.
tensile strength, you know?
It's awesome.
Because it's multiple ropes.
Yeah, I would think.
Weaved together, you would think that would be stronger than a Twizzler.
It's science.
The truth is, I have no idea. But anyway, that's how the Japs handled.
Whoa, okay, Grandpa.
Wow.
Calm down.
I mean, it's just.
Calm down, Charlie Lover, all right?
Come on.
It's such a not racist term, Charlie, when you think about it. Like, this is not offensive at all.
Jap also.
Yeah, Jap.
It's just a shortened version.
Yes, must save time. Very clever.
Like, no one got mad about Brits,
No.
Yanks.
Paki wasn't considered a racist term until George
It's
W. Bush said
not.
Pakistani, he would say,
Can't be.
Pakis. And they were like, oh, whoa. It's like, it's just shortened.
You know, it's confusing, too, because you go, Paki, that's racist and wrong.
Right.
Pakistani is right.
It's fine.
Afghan, correct. Afghani, not correct, racist.
Really?
Yeah.
Afghanis?
Yeah, you're not supposed to say Afghani. It's Afghan.
I don't care enough to care about.
Well, no one cares about.
I'm just saying that it's basically the same place, but we.
Yeah.
And then they get mad at you, like, hey, you got it all wrong. Like, how was I supposed to know?
Yeah.
2 miles over, you say the same thing.
Hey, we'll just play it safe and we'll call you Pashminas. Yesterday,
Is that?
it's a throw, similar to an Afghan.
We call them Hodge.
That was my Pokemon Black. So
You didn't have to do one.
it's just, it's just so much death out there right now. I get it. It's tough. So that happened. That's how the Japs responded. All right. But then yesterday, DHS, they dropped another immigration ad, and this one featured Theo Von, different response.
Heard you got deported, dude. Bye.
They simply stopped coming. They're not coming anymore. We're getting a lot of credit, but they're not coming anymore.
And unlike Nintendo, Theo Von did respond. Now, to be clear, Theo Von, very funny, very talented comedian, and I like a lot of the content that he puts out there. But he did respond to this in stark contrast to the Japs at Nintendo. He said, "Yo, DHS, I didn't approve to be used in this. I know you know my address, so send me a check." They're not really necessarily doing this for profit.
I don't think they have ads turned on their account.
He said, "And please take this down, and please keep me out of your banger deportation videos. When it comes to immigration, my thoughts and heart are a lot more nuanced than this video allows. Bye." So, and I get that, and he's a comedian. He should be obviously afforded the grace of sometimes doing things that are not meant to be taken seriously. But I do want to, what is your nuance? Theo? We see this a lot because people often say, well, actually, it's not black and white, it's nuance. Okay, explain the nuance. The context in that video is, I believe someone gave him their phone. You were saying someone...
Yeah, and for this, there is nuance to it because he was on the street, supposedly. I don't know if it's scripted or whatever, but it didn't seem like it. Somebody goes, "Hey, Theo, our friend got deported."
Right.
I think they're kidding or whatever, but he grabs the phone and goes, "Hey, dude, heard you got deported.
Yeah.
Bye." And then everyone laughs. He gives the phone back, and he walks down the street on his way.
Sure.
I think it was all just a silly little thing that he did on the street once with somebody, and I think he's upset that the White House and the government's using it.
But you'd think, again, as a comedian, you'd get, these are the people, the same department that did a Pokemon mashup. Right? Come on. At a certain point, I mean, if you're going to be afforded that, and I think Theo Von should, then you also should give them that grace. They're obviously trying to raise awareness, and when they're being vilified as Gestapo, a little bit of levity helps the situation. But here's one thing: you see a lot of comedians entering into the space late, and it'll be a half-baked opinion, and then they'll hide behind nuance. Well, clarify it. Don't just be offended. Don't just be outraged. Clarify the nuance. What is the nuance? I think we're at a point in this country where if people are going to step into these waters, if they want to swim in the deep end, then you have to be willing to substantiate what it is that you say. Either don't enter into the arena or explain it. I would love to hear a lot of these people in this sphere. What's the nuance?
Yeah.
Because they'll question people for stepping out and taking a risk, for actually expressing an opinion. And you'll often get people go like, well, that's just, mine is more nuanced. And almost invariably, you don't hear that explained. So I would love to see that because I know that people like Theo Von obviously impact a lot of people. That'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah, he should definitely do that. Now, I have a little bit of a, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. You guys can tell me. But when you're somebody who has a nuanced view on this and you care enough to post back and say, hey, I hope you guys take this down or send me a check, don't include me in your videos. If somebody came up to you on the street and said, hey, our buddy got deported. Now, maybe there's other context. Maybe they were joking around beforehand, so that's where I could be wrong, right?
Sure.
But what if somebody comes up and they're kind of joking around? If you have a nuanced take and you're Theo Von and you know that this is going to get out there and make the rounds and you're going to have to defend this, don't you approach it a little bit more carefully because you have a nuanced take? Not that you have to. You can make a joke, but if you have a nuanced take,
I don't think. Here's the thing. I would say
that's it's a comedian. He's walking down the street, and some guy who's a fan goes, "Hey, Theo Von, blah blah blah," and
So
he's
it's
just
not his
being a
footage.
comedian.
Well, hold on.
Hold on. I'm
think he has
going
time to
to
think
stop
about-
both of you because you're both missing. You're missing a part of this equation,
Okay.
and so are you.
I left room
and I'm
for
the
it.
one person who's kind of had to bridge this. Here's the thing. Yes, you're right. You are wrong in the sense that he doesn't have to express a nuanced view if he's just doing a shout out video right to somebody.
course not.
Like in other words, he can say whatever he wants. The problem is he's waded into this space and he doesn't have the awareness to understand that now if you go out, for example, and talk on issues like and not jokes, but actually talk on issues like Israel, or you talk about issues like politics, right? Once you've done that, it doesn't mean that it's right for someone to take you out of context, but you need to understand that when you take a political stance, you will then need to be very prudent, because this is the kind of thing that will happen. He wants to be half in, half out. A comedian, great. A comedian who just does comedy, I get it. But you have a lot of these comedians who also sometimes present themselves as, I don't want to say thought leaders, but thoughtful people. It shows that he doesn't know what he's entered into, and he's not really equipped to deal with it. But I don't think there's anything wrong with him just making a joke. He could say whatever.
Either. No, I don't either. I'm saying in light of the fact that he has a nuanced take on this, he said something in a way that I thought was funny. And I honestly thought it's funny, and he also could be completely anti-deportation and be fine. It's still funny.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
I think it's hilarious for him to say it like that. But he did invite the criticism because he knows that clip is going to make the rounds, and now he's going to have to defend it. And I think what you're saying is he didn't foresee that was going to be
He definitely did.
Even before the DHS put this out there.
Well, it's just like when Josh said, we had so many comedians at the club. The first time they needed metal detectors, time they needed, that's one thing. These people aren't aware of what that's like. And so they don't appreciate the potential pitfalls. And so I would hope that he matures and he gets really mad with the gotcha journalism overall.
Yeah, just say what your take is too. Like I think people would be curious about it. If you have a take, just say what it is, and everybody can move on.
But yeah, you're both, because you haven't been in the comedy realm, and then also there are a lot of comedians. Well, I mean, you haven't done stand-up comedy. I mean, a lot of comedians haven't actually taken a stand where they've had to put their money where their mouth.
Perform at home,
and then your son tries to kill me.
Well, that's part of the performance.
Yeah, well, that's because you're showing them the MASH finale.
I literally mimed it for him.
I think it's just him coming out and saying this is just his way of saying, hey, everybody, I made a joke. I didn't think that the DHS was going to use it for
Yeah.
I don't want to say the word propaganda. I don't know what you call it, advertising. I don't know what to call it.
It's a social reel.
Social reel, yeah. And by the way, they should definitely be monetized.
yeah, they should. They are putting out
any
some
chance to use less tax dollars, let's do it.
Yeah.
You're going to be putting out these videos.
Yeah, they need their $18
monetized
on X.
The DHS is scrolling through. That could have been $5.
No, and I agree. You're right. You should be able to do it. The issue is when you say, I have a much more nuanced view. Well, now you've put up a smokescreen. Just say, hey, take this down. For example, Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
Remember they used the Change My Mind meme to sell Cheech and Chong's whatever gummies?
Oh, that's right.
And we at that point had a sponsor that was a CBD sponsor, CB Distillery. And we just reached out to them and said, like, hey, could you not use this for, and actually like for profit for the company? Because we also have a competitor. And I think Bill sent a funny letter saying if you send us a case of Cheech and Chong gummies, we'll,
when they sent a giant bag of weed, which was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. But we just asked them to take it down. We didn't say like, and by the way, we also think there should be a more nuanced take on the sale of hemp product. Once you do that, people go, okay, well now I'm listening.
Yeah, talk to me about it.
So just say, hey, do you mind taking it down because it's just actually a conflict of interest with the business. And I think these people don't necessarily know that.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan was very surprised to see the hit pieces on him on ivermectin.
Yeah. He didn't think he could be touched.
No, he didn't. Well, he didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah.
You don't realize that someone's been putting together a reel to try and destroy your name and career until it happens. Guarantee you, someone is putting one together right now on Theo Von. And by the way, I hope it's ineffective, and I hope he continues to be successful. I just think he might be a little unaware of some of the potential threats surrounding him, and it's largely from the left. Once you say nuance, ooh, boy.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it, too. He's like, hey, I see what's happening from the left.
Yeah.
I see what's happening to people that are aligning themselves over there, and I don't want people to think that I'm this, ICE mascot.
He could have just said nothing, too, and it probably would have been easier. Hey, do you like what you saw? I don't know how because it's on YouTube and we have to cut all the good parts out. So you should tune in live weekdays at 11 a.m. Eastern on Rumble, where we can still speak freely and even use words like and get and whoa. You've been here this whole time?
Yeah. Snuck in.